The Canadian COVID police are at it again. This time, they've made a second arrest of Fairview Baptist Church pastor Tim Stevens in Calgary. Rebel News showed his traumatized children outside their home, weeping as police hauled him away.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, guys. Daddy?
Police charged Stevens with violating a court order against holding services. He held one anyway on June 6th, and Canadian media went crazy, reporting, quote, services with upwards of 150 parishioners were held at the church, and physical distancing was not maintained. Some of those in attendance were not wearing face masks. Oh my, not another mass spreader event in Canada. Folks, this is government overreach on steroids. Did you know on the day of Pastor Stevens' arrest, public health officials reported only 951 cases of COVID-19 in all of Canada, in a country of 37 million people? That means only 0.0025% of people living there are actually getting COVID-19. Canadian authorities have cracked down on several other churches, despite no scientific evidence showing that church gatherings are dangerously spreading the virus. So why the totalitarian tactics? Like communist China, some Canadian Christians have gone underground. Grace Life Church of Edmonton is now holding services at a secret location. Police arrested church pastor James Coates last spring. When he got out of jail, he found out his church building was closed and fenced off. Coates said, quote, they can take our facility, but we'll just find another one. And that's what Chinese Christians do when authorities shut down their churches. They find another place for gathering. A Canadian Christian friend tells me this. He says it's not persecution against the Canadian church. He suggests the arrested pastors are agitators, extremists. But that's what the communist officials say about unregistered churches and their leaders in China. Pastors like Samuel Lamb. Before his passing, I met with Lamb, one of the founders of the modern-day house church movement in China. He told me persecution is good for Christians because the church grows as it scatters. When Grace Life Church moved underground last April, their worship leader rhetorically asked attendees if they ever thought they'd be part of the underground church.
This is a seeker-sensitive service. We are being sought, but the Father is seeking those who will worship in spirit and truth.
Folks, in the name of public good, leftist politicians and judges can shut down church localities, but they will never, ever prevent the gospel from advancing in Canada, China, or anywhere else. Well, that's it today from the Global Lane. Be sure to follow us on the CBN News Channel, social media, and our broadcast affiliates. And until next time, be blessed.